Hello and welcome to the Boomer podcast. Today we are here to talk on the Champions League quarter final. We have an exciting lineup of fixtures, and before that, we are going to be reviewing the Champions League round of 16 as well. I'm joined by Anahat for the first time. Welcome, Anahat, on the show.
Hi, Bill. Thanks for having me.
Yep, so let's get right into it. We are going to be talking about that one fixture which raised many eyebrows for sure, and many were looking forward to it. It is Real Madrid versus Paris Saint Germain. How did you think it turned out to be? Because Paris Saint Germain in the first leg looked really class apart, but in the second leg, from minute 60 to 90, they just didn't turn up. They just looked like they were totally off.
Absolutely. I think Benzema really showed his experience and, his poacher skills in that
Right,
game. And Kimpembe and Marquinhos, I think in the end, they just lost it. They couldn't handle it. And he was too good. I think Benzema really was blasts of goals.
yeah,
Three goals, and now he's the second highest scorer in Real Madrid history. After,
right,
no, third highest, I think, after Raul.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Moving from this fixture, you can really see that Paris Saint Germain, yet another season, they have choked or they've not made it to their expectations. Let's talk about another team, which had a lot of expectations. Fans were behind this team as well, and they yet again disappointed. This is Manchester United, another goat, another part of Europe, who's trying to win them a Champions League. Manchester United goes trophyless yet again. This season there have been a lot of crises, let it be from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, from Ralph Ragnick taking over, and even the Greenwood issue. It's been a lot of turmoil around that team. How do you reckon this team turned out in the second leg? Because in the first leg they looked decently good, but in the second leg they just couldn't contain Atletico Madrid, isn't it?
Definitely, definitely. I think the main problem is in the midfield for United and the defense. I mean, Harry Maguire. I don't know what can we say about Harry Maguire. It's all been said. You see all the memes going around Harry Maguire, and it's a really really sad signing. And especially this season, McTominay has not been that great
Yeah,
as good as he was under Solskjaer last season, or even Mourinho for that matter. But
right.
he's been really bad this season, McTominay, and even Fred. Some days he's like Zidane, and some days he's like Jonjo Shelby. Very unpredictable. So this side, I think, overall it lacks consistency,
Right,
and big problems for United this season. Now going trophyless, I don't know if they'll be able to hold on to Ronaldo next
right.
season. He's not got any service in that second leg at all.
True. Yeah, that's where I'll come to my next question. Do you reckon what is the missing piece in that jigsaw puzzle? Because you know that there have been some big holes there in the midfield, especially. What is that missing piece in that puzzle, to be honest, according to you?
I don't think one piece can fix the problem that United are in right now. All their players are always on social media. They're busy doing PR. I think once they focus on the games more, it'll be better. Even Marcus Rashford, I think enough of philanthropy from Marcus Rashford now. I think it's time to focus on football again.
And Marcus Rashford also, he has failed to receive many. So yeah, going from that fixture, let's go to another fixture. One team which we all spoke about, even in the podcast previewing the round of 16, was Ajax. Ajax had a great run in the group stages where they were unbeaten. And when they came against Benfica in the first leg, they drew 2-2. But in the second leg, they couldn't break the Benfican defense, wasn't it? Because Benfican defense was as strong as it could have ever gotten. Because Benfica is a very strong side, and now in that game, Benfica just looked class apart. Because talking about Benfica, they gave run for the money to Bayern Munich. They defeated Barcelona, and they were one of the teams which knocked out Barcelona in the Champions League as well. How impressed were you of Benfican defense?
Definitely. I think Benfica were really, really good in containing Aller and even Tadic, because those two are really, really dangerous players. And we've seen last season, or even when Ajax, was the dark horse. Even this season, we thought
Right.
that Ajax would be a dark horse, and, they would maybe go through to the quarterfinals. But yeah, I think Benfica did really, really well. That game was always a flip of a coin. But yeah, Benfica managed to overcome Ajax. And they deserve to win, I feel.
Right. That's about it for the review of the round of 16. But again, before we go to the quarterfinals, the two goats, Messi and Ronaldo, they are not going to be making it to the quarterfinals for the second consecutive time. Anna, do you really reckon this is an end of an era, or is it just one off?
I think it is an end of an era. I think it's going towards an end of the era because even PSG, if you see Neymar is what 30 now, and even Messi is 34, Ronaldo 37. I think next season we're going to be talking a lot more about Haaland and Mbappe. Even these players, if Haaland goes to one of Champions League contender clubs next season, I think there'll be more talk. And I think, yeah, it is the end of the road. They have to pass the baton sometime. So I think now is the time.
Okay, and now let's go to that exciting line of fixtures in the quarterfinals. It is Benfica taking on Liverpool first up. Liverpool are in great run of form. They're just 1 point behind City in the Premier League. They're looking in good run, and they're going to be facing against a strong Benfica in defense. How do you fancy Liverpool's and Benfica chances in this fixture?
I definitely incline towards Liverpool. I'm sure that Liverpool will get through over the two legs, but I'm not very sure if they'll be able to beat Benfica in Portugal. It's going to be a
Right.
tough game in Portugal. So yeah, but I think Anfield, as you know, Anfield for Liverpool, I don't think really Benfica is going to beat Liverpool at Anfield. No chance.
Absolutely. Another fixture which we're all excited about is Atletico Madrid taking on Manchester City. The two great managers coming up against each other. You have seen Diego Simeone in Champions League knockouts. He just steps up his game. He loves these occasions. And against Pep Guardiola, who's definitely under pressure because he's not yet delivered a Champions League for City. Who do you reckon will fancy? Who do you fancy your chances with in this game? And who do you reckon have the edge in this fixture?
It's a really tough one, this one, but I think Atletico, because, Atletico are not really, all the motivation is towards Champions League. I mean, City are still in the run for the Premier League. They're in all the tournaments, so I think Atletico has an edge over there, but still, you never know with City. The lineup is too good, and Guardiola and even Simeone, I think, but yeah, I'm going to go slightly towards Atletico for this one.
I mean, they're just peaking in the right time, you can say. So they had a great fixture against Alaves where they decimated them 4-1. So they just look like they're peaking in the right time and they're going to be giving City a run for the money. Let's talk about another fixture, which is Villarreal versus Bayern Munich. Villarreal coming off a huge win versus Juventus. Nobody expected Villarreal to turn Juventus around in Turin. And how impressed are you with this side under Unai Emery? And how do you reckon Bayern Munich faring up against them?
I think Emery has done a great job at
Yeah,
Villarreal, and even building that team and winning back-to-back Europa leagues, beating Man United in the finals in that mad penalty shootout, and
right.
now again this season they've been really good. So yeah, but I think when it comes to Bayern Munich, I think it's just a question of how many. I think how many goals will they lose by, because they are going to lose Villarreal, and I'm pretty sure about that. Because you see the Bayern lineup, you see Lewandowski, you see Sane, Nabry, and the attack is like crazy, and even the midfield, the
Right.
entire lineup. And now with the new manager, that he's so well settled. As soon as he came here, I think he has the best record since joining in the first first 50 games.
Right.
Yeah,
Griezmann has had
so
a
I
great
think
time.
Bayern is going to take that away big time.
Yes, another fixture. This is the fixture of the quarterfinal. It is Real Madrid taking on Chelsea. But Real Madrid's record against Chelsea in the Champions League knockouts isn't great at all. You saw that in the semi-final of the last UCL where Real Madrid was decimated by Chelsea. Do you reckon Chelsea will have a chance? Because considering Chelsea's all the off-field drama which is going on and also the current form, they lost to Brentford 4-1. So do you reckon that Chelsea, for the first time, will start as underdogs, or will Real Madrid be the favorites to actually, totally decimate Chelsea?
No, I don't think anyone is an underdog in this game. I think it's a very tough clash, and I don't really. I think anything can happen in a fixture like this, and especially now with Chelsea, with all the problems happening at the club, they have nothing to gain, but they also don't have anything to lose. So they can just bag another Champions League title before whatever happens next transfer window. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with Chelsea?
Absolutely. Yeah, as we spoke about Diego Simeone, Thomas Tuchel loves these big occasions and these Champions League knockouts. Now, they are the defending champions, and you expect a big, big clash from them. So, thank you guys for joining the podcast, and thank you, Anahat. It was great talking to you.
Same here, Abel. Thank you so much for having me. Hopefully, we can be here more often.
Yeah, right. So, guys, if you want to watch more of our podcast, head to our YouTube channel. Watch all the podcasts we have been discussing with different luminaries from cricket and also from sporting field, and play our fantasy contest of Boomer11 for the Champions League. We are going to be giving prizes worth up to 8,000 rupees this Champions League quarter final. And also, do remember to subscribe our YouTube channel, follow our Instagram page. We are going to be updating you with all the latest updates around the sporting world, sporting memes, and also some exciting news around fantasy contests and fantasy tips. So thank you for joining. Have a good day, all.